Hey guys, welcome back to Susan Shares. Well, as promised today, we're going to be talking about expectations. And boy, expectations can be both good and bad. One of the great things about expectations is I always want to pray expectedly, expecting God to answer and hear my prayers. That's a great thing to pray that way. On the other hand, expectations can wreak havoc on relationships when they are unspoken, when they are unrealistic, when you don't have mutual agreement, and when they're really unconscious. By that, I mean we don't even know we have them until somebody hurts or wounds us, and then we go, oh, well, I did have an expectation of that person. I really wasn't aware of it until they just did not meet my expectation. So unrealistic expectation is if we feel like, for example, your doctor, your pastor, your therapist, even your spouse, your employee, if you feel like, for an example, that they should be available to you at all times, that would be obviously an unrealistic expectation. An unspoken expectation is that you have never told them exactly what you want, need, or desire from them, what you do actually expect from them. But then when they don't do it, you become angry. And then that's not fair at all because you've never spoken what you really need or expect from them. And then thirdly, as I mentioned, it's not a mutually agreed upon expectation. So you may have your thoughts about what you expect, but they've not agreed upon that. So it's not mutually agreed upon. And so you kind of have to flip that also and put yourself in what if somebody's thinking that about you? What if somebody has an unrealistic expectation of you? What if nobody has spoken what they expect of you and they're thinking that you should do this or that or other, and so they're angry with you and you don't even know it because it's unspoken, and so that's so unfair that they're judging you that way. But you sense something is wrong with the relationship, and like last Thursday's Susan Shares, don't assume, go and clarify. Hey, is there an unmet expectation? Are you expecting me to do something that I'm not doing? Let's talk about that. It's so important always to clarify. If you sense anything in a relationship, to clarify, perhaps there is an unmet on their end, because as I said, so many times the problem with expectations is they're unconscious. We don't know we have an expectation until somebody is hurt or wounded us, and then we realize we've got one. But so many times they're unspoken. So it's so important to be clear about expectations, and then they can really work well in relationships when they're clarified, when they are clear. So think about how to use expectations in a really good way to help relationships instead of harming them, which they can in fact do. So think about that today, and have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye.